Skoda has developed a lot over the last years, and one reason for that is, as I think, the new design language, which they started with a new Superb. Another reason to buy a Skoda is for sure practicability, and if we talk about that, we have to talk about all the simply clever features of a Skoda. With our normal reviews, we do not have the time to really talk about these very nice features in detail. This is the reason why I think we have to do this today with the new Kodiaq. A very practical feature, which we for sure don't need today because it's very sunny, but I can tell you the next rain will come, are umbrellas. Skoda offers two of them in the new Kodiaq, one in the co-driver's and one in the driver's door. They're mounted here. I think that's very practical. When they're wet and you put them back in, the water will go out of the car. There is a drain in there, and I think that's very clever, and it doesn't take any space at all. In some other Skodas you may find this solution beneath the co-driver's seat. Something that really makes me angry is when I come back to my parked car and I find a small but still a dent in my door. And this is normally from my neighbor, because when he opens his door, not very carefully, he could easily hit my car. And Skoda found a solution which I think is very simple and very clever. You will find a protector here which comes out and goes in automatically while opening or closing the door, and that one not only protects your own door regarding to scratches, it also protects your neighbor's door, because that is rubber, so no edges, no sharp things. I think that's really something very nice and very helpful. If the Kodiaq features the electric tailgate, then it features that you can just by kicking beneath the rear bumper, opening this tailgate electrically. But more important is this one here. You can lower down the floor here. This is the 7-seater, so it's quite short. With a 5-seater, it's a lot longer. You can lower this to increase the cargo space. You can leave it up here to have a clear entrance. If you have the 5-seater, you can just put that one beneath the rear seats. With a 7-seater you can put it upright, and that means you can just split your boot in half, which I think is very practical, not only to get this extra load space, but also to have with just small items, nothing that rolls around in your car while driving. And very clever, I think, is you can turn this one around because the surface here is out of plastic or rubber, depending on the model. And this is something you can just put back in and can use it, for instance, for dirty shoes or for your dog. The boot lamp of our Kodiaq we do find here at the left side, and the good thing is it's removable, and that gives you a torch. What I really like with that one is when you put it back in, it's going to be charged while driving. And of course here in the boot you will find the typical hooks for your shopping bag, or when you have the 7-seater, another cup holder for fresh drinks. Skoda thought about people in the second row and what they could do with their time while traveling. For instance, you may know this when you travel with kids. They get bored quite quick and they want to be entertained. What could be easier than using your smartphone or tablet to provide exactly what the kids want? You can easily use then this mount here. You open it, put your smartphone or tablet in, fixed. Now you can work or play on it, and you can even charge it because there is a USB charger here at the rear seats as well. And if you want, you can do this upright as well. Something you will find in all Skoda models nowadays is a small bin, which is mounted here inside of the door panel. You can remove it if you want, and you can use it with standard plastic bags, but that gives you the opportunity to just keep your car simply clean. Skoda cars not only offer loads of space at the interior, they also offer loads of storage compartments. For instance, in the Kodiaq you can put a 1.5 liter bottle in each of the doors, and you can put a 1 liter bottle in each of the doors at the second row. And then there is a middle armrest where you can put 2 small bottles as well. On top of this, we do have this glove box here, which is very nicely sized, so there's loads of space in here, but we do have a second one up here. That should be more than enough space for everything. On top we do have this small compartment here at the armrest, and this not only offers you space for 2 small bottles, your key or some cards, it also offers you a very clever feature. You can open one of these bottles by just using one hand, and this is because of these knobs down here. I think that's more than clever and very simple. On top of this, what you find is a mount for your parking ticket as well. You can just put it there, everybody will see it, and you will not be fined. I think this car offers loads of clever features inside as well. On top of this, you will find in the new models of Skoda, here at the front center console, the opportunity to wirelessly charge your smartphones, but very important, that's an optional extra. The Kodiaq is quite a big car. It offers space for up to 7 passengers, and this means from time to time it could be not so easy for the driver or co-driver to talk to the people on the rear seats. For that, the Kodiaq will offer from 2018 onwards a feature that we all know from the actual Volkswagen Transporter. And there the car just picks up your voice here at the front with the integrated mic and transports your voice to the rear seats while using the speakers there. One of the most known simply clever ideas of Skoda is for sure the eye scratcher here and the gaslit. I think everybody knows this one nowadays. Our Kodiaq offers, if you want, more than 30 different simply clever solutions. But very important, some of them are extras, some of them come as standard. And not all the solutions you find here you will find in all Skoda models, but they will have others. And I can tell you, all of them are simply clever.